How's it going, guys? It's me, the Don't Talk, here today to talk about episode 6 of Rewrites. So, I just came back from my party, so apologies if things are like out of sync with my mind and this episode, because I watched it like in the morning and I've been out the whole day, so if I miss anything, then I apologize. But for now, it's pretty simple actually. So this episode sets up the whole turning point for a rewrite next time, because after everything that happened, so, you know, interestingly enough, they resolved the whole Lucia in a maid outfit sort of thing in the beginning. Okay, so that was pretty random in fact, but I find it funny that freaking like Lucia just like starts off the episode knocking the crap out of Kotaru, then like kidnapping him into a classroom and then doing the maid thing, which was pretty funny for one. And the whole different thing in here with this episode was with Shizuru and Lucia being all super clingy and friendly to Kotaru, which I don't mind because Shizuru I like as the best girl. Lucia is okay compared to Chihaya, Akane, and Kotori. So yeah, and then, you know, like Kotaru has gotten along with those two so well throughout this whole throughout the series for now. So I can understand where they're going with that. But the thing that changes the whole thing about this episode is the occult club's like random journeys to find occult things. So interesting enough, they do a lot of the common route stuff where they're going searching out for like doing occult club stuff, looking to find supernatural phenomena and whatnot, right? And like these are like all quests in the game that you do, and you have like multiple choice, like do you want to investigate this one or this one or this one? And yeah, like they just did a whole bunch of them in this episode. I was like, oh, okay, I see this is where we're going. But after all that common route stuff, they finally stumble upon the Rainbow Swamp, and the Rainbow Swamp is the sort of cause for the UMAs, the unidentified mysterious animals. I think that's what it's called for in their city. And of course that calls upon Kotaru's like, oh shoot, something actually is going down here. And then at the end of that, Inoue goes missing. So interesting enough, if you guys watch my Road to Rewrites, I did not know who the heck Inoue was in the game, and because I did play Lucia's route the first time in Rewrites, Inoue's the whole event with Inoue doesn't happen. So when I played that at Kotori's route for the first time, I was like super worried and concerned, because it's like, oh shoot, I don't know what the hell this is going on here. Like this didn't happen in Lucia's route and whatnot, right? But yeah, basically Inoue's disappearance is the turning point for Rewrite, where a lot of things will start to get serious. And if things are going to start to get serious, we're gonna have to see a change in like sort of where the series is going to go. Because for one, you know, Kotaru has been really friendly with everyone this whole series, with Chihaya the first episode, Lucia and Shizuru, and interestingly enough, this episode we get Kotori. So, you know, there is a little bit of Kotori like showing some sort of like development in her route, because for one, after this scene here, Kotaru just happens to run to the tree where he has the flashback with Kagari, and then the child Akane and Kotaru. But interestingly enough, in that flashback, Kotaru is an adult and Kotori is a child, and I know what that route is, or what that flashback is talking about, or what that whole memory thing is, right? And we all know who that too, visual novel goers. But yeah, so after the end of the episode, oh yeah, it's just Inoue's disappearance. So yeah, that is basically it here. You know, everything is falling into place, and at this point, you know, things were sort of, I don't know if I should say foreshadowing, but I guess it was, because considering in the beginning when not in the beginning, when the Cult Club is doing their research in the forest, right? They're talking about Akane, talking about how the humans and the world is just like destroying everything, and like, you know, eventually in the end, like the whole world. Okay, I cannot believe my freaking camera cut off. But as I was saying, basically Lucia and Akane were having a sort of conflict in this in this episode, and the later part when they're walking in the forest, right? Foreshadowing the events to come, I'm assuming, in the future. So that's basically it. Also, one of you guys told me, one of my very good friends here, told me about how this series is running for 13 episodes. Interestingly enough, so, you know, I always talk about how you know, the 12 episode length is a pretty meh standards, but 13 is not 12, so I can understand that. And seeing has how a lot of, you know, like Rewrite was a long ass visual novel. Like I know it took me like 6 to 7 days to finish it in one go, but I spent hours and hours just doing it non-stop, right? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Rewrite, including the common route and excluding like whatever the frick route you're doing in the game, right? But yeah, Rewrite is a long visual novel. Like just a route will take you a day to do. So putting that into an anime sense, you know, seeing that they've cut off a lot of common route stuff, they're getting straight to the point with the Rainbow Swamp and whatnot. After episode 7, it assumes, or I assume for one, that, you know, everything after that from now on will be super serious and be following some sort of like huge plot thing in the series, or whether the frick the anime is going, right? Because of how different it is from the anime and how they introduce multiple things from the game and put them into one, right? So I'm pretty excited, you know. Hopefully it's gonna be different, you know. Hopefully it's gonna be I know, you know, it's gotta be interesting, because if they somehow end the series at episode 13, they don't conclude it with like Moon or Terra or something of the sorts, or like a season 2 for Moon and Terra or something like that, then, you know, I don't know how the hell it's gonna work. But, you know, the ending is what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to the ending and whatnot. So that is it for my impression of Rewrite for now, because, you know, episode 6 was pretty standard, pretty basic, you know. Everything's gonna be really cool to see next time. So I'll see you guys next week when episode 7 comes out. So thank you guys for watching. I am super tired right now, but I hope you enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed, and like the video if you like a Rewrite, and subscribe, because next week episode 7 will come out and we will get to go see where the hell this series is going. I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Don't Talk with Anime channel. Take care, guys. Good night and matane.